Hello friends, welcome to the series Various Aspects of Chandrapur District Court. In this particular episode, we'll discuss the history of Chandrapur District Court. Now, Chandrapur District Court, way back, there was not a district court, but there was a court in Chandrapur since 1855. But there were no advocates practicing in that particular court. So, who appeared at that time were called the petition writers, or either a power of attorney or the person himself. The first advocates who started practice in Chandrapur was in 1890, 1890, and the first two persons who started practice were Advocate Shivram Pant Ganesh Devaikar, popularly known as Dajiba Devaikar, and Advocate Rambau Gattadwa. Now it is interesting to mention that in those days, the petition writers, these attorneys and court clerks, they were enjoying more faith of the litigants than the lawyers. So these first two lawyers literally went to various people and convinced them that look, we are properly trained for it. We can handle your case in a much better manner. And because of this, they even initially did not charge any fees to the people. The intention was to gather the confidence of litigations on the advocates. See, this seems to be a very different thing, but this is the factuality which was there in 1890. Now, slowly and steadily, the confidence started building. Accordingly, in 1900, there were two more advocates who practiced in Chandrapur. That is Advocate Dinkar Rao Bhasta and Advocate Ramchandra Bogde. So in 1900, there were four advocates practicing in Chandrapur. Slowly, in between 1900 to 1920, there was considerable popularization of this advocate concept, advocate profession. And accordingly, there were 10 advocates then who started practicing. Similarly, from 1950, there were around 45 advocates who practiced in Chandrapur District Court. 1950 to 1970, there was a good response, and around 50 to 52 people, then advocates, were there for practicing. From 1972, the profession really picked up in Chandrapur District Court. And as on today, there are 600 plus advocates practicing in Chandrapur district. Now there is a interesting fact that in 1890 there was no prescribed education. So anybody who would pass from a vocational school and has good command over English would apply to the concerned commissioner of that area, and on being satisfied, the commissioner would give him a certificate of practice to do practice in particular courts. Subsequently, in 1880, there was again a slight change. The person who does not have knowledge of English, but he has taken education in Marathi, was allowed to practice, and he was called Marathi advocate. Subsequently, the English laws came, Bachelor of Law degree came, and that is how the advocate started practicing. Now, one interesting fact, as I told you that prior to 1890, there were no advocates, but the court was very much present in Chandrapur. Who were appearing? Either petition writers, power of attorney holders, or the concerned person, that is in-person trial. The way of presenting the case was very simple and strict. The party only has to put all the facts before the court. The documentation would be done by petition writer, and it was left only to the court to see and apply the legal provisions which are there. So that is how courts functioned at that. In 1975-76, law college started in Chandrapur. As on today, the Chandrapur District Court has various talukas, that is Bhadravati, Chimur, Mul, Nagbhid, Rajura, Savli, Shindewahi, Varora, Balarpur, Gonpi, Pompur, and Korban. So these are the various talukas which are covered under the present Chandrapur District Court. So this was a small history of Chandrapur District Court, like which started in 1890 with two advocates, and as on today there are 600 plus advocates in Chandrapur practicing in the various courts. So this was a brief history of Chandrapur District Court. We hope you would enjoy this video. Thank you.